Sometimes life presents you with a hard choice. You have somewhere to go or something to do, but you really want to finish the whole of New Vegas first. So, can I beat Fallout New Vegas in less than 20 minutes? There are no rules for this challenge, but I don't really know a single speedrun glitch, so I won't be using those. Everything else is allowed. Let's do it! And first things first, I did try and use the center and cell command to just get me out of here, but that soft locked me and I had to do everything all over again. I also know that I can't just use console commands to trigger the credits, and that includes that I cannot go to the ending cell where the ending is being projected on a wall because the game makes it up as we go along. So I really need to choose one of the endings and make sure all of the plot points have happened. Fortunately, I've done the S-Man ending so many times that I know exactly what to do. Doesn't mean we won't be encountering any issues. Oh, we will, but we'll fix them. Now, Mustache Baldi is just gonna force me to go through the whole of his intro, so I'm gonna speed it up for you. You're welcome. Now, since I'll be using console commands, there's really not a build that matters in the slightest, so we can also ignore the tags. Skills, perks, everything. Oh, and if you cannot tell, I was pushing him so he was gonna be faster, but we're finally outside. Which means the chaos can begin, so to Hidden Valley we go, and I'm also gonna make myself a lot faster. Well, twice as fast. Should have made it thrice. Ramos is really pissed off with me just for entering the place, so I'm just gonna use kill all to kill everyone. And I really don't want to have any loose ends, so I'm just gonna go to the level 2 of the bunker and do it all over again. But the game crashed, so I'm just gonna use the console commands to teleport me right to it. Once inside, we do it all over again. I'm still getting the prompts. Oh. And just to be really sure, I'm going to manually unlock this door right here that leads us into Elder McNamara. Now, I thought I was being slick, I thought I was being smart. It's not gonna work, but the solution was to come back until it did. You will see that later, but now we're in Red Rock Canyon, and only now am I getting the prompt to finish my character. Now, the only thing I need to do over here is to make sure that I get Red Rock Canyon on my map. That's all I should do, on theory, on one of my attempts. Oh, that did nothing. I still had to come back, but let's move on. So into the Boomers, Nelly's Hangars we go, and I really need to find Mother Pearl's barracks. That's what I get for speaking fast on my second language. So, kill all and she's down. Pearl has died. No one cared, no one saw me, and it's time. Let's go into the Lucky 38 on the strip. One thing I found is that I'm now stuck on the floor, and I would really like to not go under the floor, so let me just toggle collision off, make myself collidable again, and let's go in. Victor doesn't even need to say anything. And into the penthouse we go. Kill all, once again. They're down, except House, because he's on a different cell. And I'm just gonna use Unlock to get access to the 2 terminals that are gonna give me access to the man himself. Everything's down, not a worry to be had. We are well on our way for this to work. And into the control room elevator we go. Once inside, I'm gonna have to unlock Mr. House from his cyborg cocoon thingy. And that animation takes a long time, so how about I just use kill all once it starts? Best case scenario, he'll yeet. Nope, he just dies, but at least it was fast. And into Gamora we go, where I'm gonna make one of the worst decisions I could have done. Now, The only thing I had to do was to talk with the guy, but the game decided to crash. So I'm gonna use kill all instead of speaking with the greeter, which is the trigger that I needed. So that's gonna be something I'll have to solve later because he's now dead. And when Yes Man asks me what I think about this particular tribe, I will not be able to give him an answer, but we'll deal with that later. Into the White Glove Society we go, and in the Ultralux, I'm pretty sure I only have to deal with Mortimer, but what the hell, let's just deal with Marjorie as well. The game has already crashed several times. I already know I'm gonna have to fix a couple things, so let's try again. No loose ends. No loose ends. And into the tops we go. But it crashed. So this guy came sooner than expected. Then the greeter asks for my guns, and sure, have at it. Not gonna need them. Oh, and Benny's already down, so I'm just gonna get the platinum chip and the key to his bedroom, and it's time for me to see the game crash again. You won't though, because the magic of editing has your back. Guess this is gonna be a barter build, even though, well, it's the easiest thing, so it is what it is. I then take the elevator to the 13th floor. We level up once again. And by mistake, I almost put 1 point into energy weapons. So I lost time twice. Yeah, let's just give myself another point in strength, because everything's useless right now. And time for the longest conversation of the game, so let's just speed it up as fast as possible. Not in editing, just by pressing the button. So yeah, I'm ready for him to join me. All he wants is for me to meet some tribes, and it's time to go back to the Lucky 38. Now Vulpes is right there. See what Collision did? Yeah, that happened to me as well. So he just gives me the mark. I give him a farewell gift of sending him to New Vegas's underworld, and we're now gonna go back to the penthouse. But the game is already a bit broken because I don't have the option at first. Now Yes Man is gonna force me to watch the Securitrons become updated, so once again I'll speed it up just for you. He'll then remind me that there's 2 tribes for me to still get in touch with, even though I've met everyone that I had to. So the next step is to go back to Gamora. Now my first instinct was to get the greeter back to life. I forgot to use God mode, because who needs God mode when you're role-playing a god anyway, and you can reload. So alternatively, I went to every single area within the building with plenty of crashes and took care of everything. This was the one pressing issue, because going back to Red Rock Canyon and to the Hidden Bunker simply worked. I literally just walked for a bit farther and got the prompt. That was all. There was no strategy. You could say it literally just worked. He then talks to me about Kinball, but the NCR hates me, apparently, and I don't care about him, so let's skip that. Meaning that our next stop is the El Dorado substation. Gonna use console commands to go over there, just gonna power up the whole damn thing, and then it's time to come back and finally go into Hoover Dam, where something amazing is gonna happen. Too cool for me to use it on this video. I'll make a short separate one about it. Basically, I soft-locked myself. I'll tell you when, where, why, how. It's really just a soft lock, so do you want 5 minutes of me not being able to go anywhere? Yeah, I thought so too. I'll just explain it. Now, we're here. Hoover them. Kill all. And let's make ourselves faster, because the time is faster approaching. I've been at this for nearly 20 minutes, round 17 or something, and like I said, sometimes you have places to be, things to do. And on the back of your mind, the only thing you have is how much you'd like to go through the whole of New Vegas. So easy enough. Something funny is gonna happen in a second as well, because usually you can choose between activating the army of Securitrons or destroying the dam's generators. And now that I think about it, I never went to the fort. So that's why I'm only gonna have the option to install the override chip, but only to destroy the generators. Now I'm much more used to having a personal army, because why wouldn't I? And the marker is on the wrong place, so yeah, you just turn left. The marker sends you to the right. You could see that on the map. Wish I could tell you that it was a first attempt, but no, I spent like 4 minutes looking for it and went to look for a Let's Play to figure it out. I didn't remember. It happens. So these two say hi, but I say bye, and then we just go into the east side of the dam, where a couple more Legion members await, and even though I used kill all, they're still gonna spawn. Ain't that interesting? Now I have to do it all over again. And there's still another place right before the loading screen where I'll have to do it a third time. Now this to me was a bit mind-blowing, cause kill all was supposed to take care of everyone in the east side, but apparently the game is gonna have a whole new set of rules just for me, cause Linnaeus is not down either. But I still have some time. We're not that close to having to leave, so I can actually allow him to give me a couple words before I send him to meet his whole army. And now General Lee Oliver is gonna come up, and there's a time frame with a major oversight. Yes Man is supposed to be invincible, especially in the Legate's camp.
Caesar on the cross.
But Kill All is gonna kill him as well. I don't remember if it was now or as soon as General Lee Oliver stopped talking and combat was about to begin, but oh, Yes Man went down, and only resurrecting him worked. So let's do this properly. I already have to load up. In fact, might as well just wear the armor that we can always get but never keep. But without a Securitron army, but with Victor and the 4 Securitrons that he found, or 3 or whatever, we have achieved victory. Everything is completed. The proper credits are gonna come in. And can you beat Fallout New Vegas in under 20 minutes when you really feel like to, but gotta go? On computer, yeah. And a big shout out to the channel's first member. Thank you, Steve. Have a good one, y'all.